severe consequences and ramifications for the narcissist, the toxic individual, for everything they've done to you. God and the universe is going to rip a hole in everything they love. They're going to get torn up and destroyed because karma is coming for them. For everything wrong they've done to you, karma comes back for them. Yeah? God and the universe unleashes karma upon them through everything that they've done to you throughout the entire course of the relationship. For everything they've done, there will be a severe consequence. A very severe consequence. They're going to face all sorts of troubles everywhere they turn. They're going to be haunted with the memory of you. They're going to be haunted by the fact that you were brought into their life as a blessing, something for them to change, something for them to admire, something for them to be grateful for, and they've done everything else but that. Yeah? When they dragged your name through the dirt, when they devalued you, this is what they're going to start feeling with inside themselves. They're going to start feeling dread. They're going to start feeling lost. They're going to start feeling broken. It's going to come to them from all angles. You can't do things in this world and think to get away with it. I'm sick and tired of them thinking that the narcissist and glorifying the narcissist and these toxic individuals like they're able to just continue through this life causing destruction and terror and nothing happens to them. They're very sad, twisted, sadistic, lost, weird individuals. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But you have to understand karma. It exists. And everything that they've done, I'm talking even when they used to be envious of you, because a lot of what happened to you through the discard and what happened to you through when you had to separate from them either way, they envy you an awful lot. You see, during the love bomb, they're attributing these traits of yours and they're love bombing you, right? But underneath it all, they envy what you are. They envy someone who can be so good, who can have empathetic traits, who can walk and talk without shouldering all these burdens of manipulation, shouldering all this stuff and carrying all this stuff on their head. It takes a toll on them. And this is part of the karma, it taking a toll on them. They can't keep going through life doing these things to individuals and think they don't get away with it. They get exposed. Yeah? And a lot of the time, the universe and God is so kind to us that we don't even need to witness it. But you need to trust in the karma. You need to trust that they will face the wrath of the Lord. It will come to them and it breaks them down. Do you see in these Hoover attempts, whether you've had the Hoover or not, or you have had it, it's coming. Believe you me. And the Hoover is testing our temperament, but it's also because they're at their lowest and they're in need of us back. They're in need of the supply. And this is a sign of the karma. So look behind the veil and see the signs. If you have looked on their social media, look in their eye and you'll see that they're miserable. You'll see that they're suffering. The karma is also done through when they monkey branch to a new source of supply. Yeah? And they're faced with the fact that it doesn't equate to you. The new supply doesn't equate to you. They can't raise the bar beyond you. So they're faced with the fact that they made a turn in life and they can't turn back. They destroyed everything that was good to them. They destroyed everything that was kind. And it's very hard for them to find the same source of supply from someone else. Because they're very irrational beings. They're very quick tempered. And they rush into things very quickly. So these individuals now may be bound by children and marriage and stuff to these new sources of supply. And on the surface you might think, oh no, they've moved on, they've done this, but beneath the veil they're miserable. They're miserable about it. And this is another form of the karma tearing them up. Yeah? Karma comes in ways of they'll get stricken with health problems or complications. So don't go out there and think that everyone who gets an illness or something like that has done something wrong. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that these narcissists will get some weird kind of complication or illness or some type of thing, disfigurement. They'll get something wrong with them that they have to then carry and burden that. So God and the universe comes for them with this karma in a variety of ways, in a myriad of ways, and it breaks them down. You have to understand that everything in the dark will come to the light, and nothing can hide in the dark if the light is present. Yeah? So all of their stuff that they hid in the dark gets revealed. A matter of them destroying you, it will come and out them. Like, in my circumstance, they got police involved in me. They had me arrested. They created this big smear campaign. But at the same time, they were sending me images of themselves naked with our engagement ring and stuff like that. And it was driving me nuts. But when it comes to the court of my plea, I revealed this evidence. And by me revealing this evidence, it exposed them to what they are. Yeah? So their own family and their own friends and whatnot must have at least found out. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of their friends and family know what they are. They already knew that they was about that anyway. But it exposes them. So they will face the consequences. That was an immediate consequence that I got to witness, right? But they will get exposed for what they do. Everything dark comes to the light. And you have to understand that the biggest and harshest blow that is encountered on them is losing you. You have to realize that. God causes them the harshest blow through the karma as well, by them losing you. And by them doing these actions that they've done, by moving on very quickly, by getting a new source of supply. They become very stuck and very drained and brought down low to a low point because they've lost a key potent source of supply. And they've also made it irreversible, a lot of the cases. These toxic individuals, narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, they've made an irreversible decision that they can't turn their heels back on, because they're so deeply planted into the road ahead, because they made that choice. And from that choice, they're held accountable and they're destroyed for it. It destroys them. You know how much a narcissist would love to be able to just come and confront you. They don't know how to do it. They're torn up. No longer can their manipulation or any tactics work upon you. So you've stripped them down to their core. That's another form of the karma breaking them down. None of their tricks work no more. On the one potent supply that they want in their lives, no longer can their mask work. That's a harsh blow for them. It's a harsh injury. And everything they try and touch turns to dust. Everything they encounter in the future life beyond you turns to dust. is dry. There's no substance. They crave you. They're lost without you. You will remain embedded in their consciousness. In their consciousness, you'll remain embedded and ingrained, deeply embedded, causing them torment. This is what happens to them. This is why they become some of the most twisted, bitter individuals that there is on this planet. They become some of the most worst, vile creatures that walk this earth. And as time goes on, believe me, it doesn't get easier for them. As time goes on and they start to shoulder the burden of the destruction that they inflicted on others' lives, not through a heartfelt problem, but through carrying the energy with them. They're carrying an energy with them. That's why you have to look at this spiritually. For everything dark that you do to someone, it hangs on you, and it's going to come back for you in another form, and they get destroyed. So I just want you to know that karma and God is going to inflict severe devastation to whoever harmed you. They're getting inflicted severely now. So what we can do is utilize silent treatment, utilize being silent, utilize no contact, utilize the door slam, and leave these people as a thing of the past, and move forward in our life with the new learnt lessons and discernment that we've achieved. And hopefully, with God's grace, we'll be bestowed something more better, a fellow empath, a fellow chosen one, a divine counterpart, our twin flame, where you can dwell in tranquility. Because we was never ever going to achieve that with these individuals. So never be caught up on them. So please press the like and the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. And if you want a one-to-one session, you can find out how to book that in the description box. Anyway, peace.